way, you idiot.
The legendary Barrel Brothers Sportsvan. Since Benny put the motor in this, we've had a bit of a problem. And it's nothing to do with Benny's handiwork. The problem's not here at all.
The problem is actually here. It's got what we in Australia call a single pegger, which is an open diff. And with all its newfound power being transmitted to these guys here, it is single pegging like a bastard. So this can lead to problems such as this.
Dang.
I figured that the other vehicle that uses the same driveline is the Suzuki Jimny, which came in Japan and in Europe with an option of a limited slip diff. So I went on the internet. Overnight parts from Japan. I'm hoping it fits. Okay, while we're mucking around under the Sportsvan, there's a couple other things that need to be fixed. The brake proportioning valve set up at the back needs to be sorted out, and the chin spoiler here has a bit of a problem. As you can see, the engineered attachment system appears to be failing. This is actually quite dangerous because at high speed this vehicle could actually get airborne. These are the tools you'll need to complete the job. First thing we need to do is jack up the car. It's time to get stuck in and fix it. Well, that's a damn sight better than it was. For those playing at home, this is what we've got. This is our new diff that we've just bought. This is one we bought some time ago, and the problem with this one was the crown wheel didn't fit. These two have different size axles. This one here goes quite well onto our existing axle. Turns out the Samurai Jimny runs a larger axle. So what we're going to do is pull the original diff out and see if we can maybe pull it to bits and make a bit of a Frankenstein out of the two. Here we are under the back of the van. We're about to pull the diff out, but I thought I'd better show you something while I'm under here. This here is a proportioning valve. It's spring loaded there on the arm, and we've got this spring here. How it works is the more people you put in, or more weight you put in the back of it, this arm goes up further, it proportions more brake pressure to the rear wheels. So if you go and lower it like we have, what happens is you jump on the brakes and it just locks up the rears all the time. So the trick is, if you look around here, see this bracket here, see this bracket here, what we've done is flipped it around the other side and turned it upside down. So this used to be up here somewhere, which is roughly where it was before we lowered it. So now we've lowered it down to here, so we get our brake proportioning back so the brakes work properly. Okay, so here's where we are. This is the Jimny diff. It is physically bigger than the DA32 diff out of the caravan. That's the centre out of the caravan. This one here is apparently a 1.5 way out of a DA71 truck, which is the model before. And that crown wheel won't fit on this. So where we are is we need something that's in between here and here maybe a cappuccino diff. Benny's got a cappuccino diff, so he's going to loan one to us, and we might get it over here and pull it apart and compare it to this one here. Failing that, I don't know. Alrighty, so here we are. The latest news is beard and moustache is gone. What we did with the van though, we pulled the diff out, and Benny from Benny's Custom Works kindly loaned us a cappuccino diff, which we had to buy because we've machined some bits off it. The similarities, is a lot of similarities. The main difference is the Carry diff has 10 bolts on the crown wheel, and the cappuccino has only 8. So what we did was we got a Cusco LSD 1.5 way MZ. What I've done is I've fired up the old Bridgeport, got a good head of steam up, and we've re-drilled these. So there's a couple that we could actually use straight off the bat, and then we re-drilled the other ones, and she's all together and ready to go back in, which is good because the Mighty Car Mods have got their nationals on, and somebody opened their mouth and threw down the challenge, K-Car challenge, and they took us up on it. So now we've got to do a drag strip run or 2 or 3 against whatever K-Cars they want to throw at us, and the Motorcana circuit as well. So that is where this thing's going to come into its own, and we shall be a force to be reckoned with.
I want you to get out there and hit the pace car! What the hell is that? Hard right. Hairpin left. Left. Left after the 3 cones. Left. Right. Hairpin right. Hairpin right. Right. Skip this. Whoa, that one. Right. Right. Over finish. Well, that was fun. Oh, you jumped it.